Hello, welcome back to JC's Learning Edge for another Friday deep dive. I'm so happy that you all are here. And today, we're going to continue from our topic on Wednesday. We started a new topic called Stop Chasing Clarity and Start Moving. And today, I just want to slow things down a little bit and go a little bit deeper into this because this is one truth that can literally change how you approach your goals. And because clarity, we talked about a little bit that clarity doesn't come before movement. It comes because of movement. And a lot of people never start because they're waiting for the perfect plan. And I've been guilty of this myself. But the reality is you can't plan your way into progress. You have to move your way into it. So today I'm breaking this down into three big ideas that'll help you, stop overthinking and start building momentum, even when things start to, feel uncertain. And that leads me to my first point. You don't need the whole map, you just need the next step. Here's the problem. Too many people want the whole picture before they take a single step. But in real life, clarity doesn't work that way. Think about driving at night. Your headlights doesn't show the entire road. They just show what's in front of you. And that's all you need to keep moving safely. And the same with your goals. You don't need to know how everything will play out. You just need to know the next move that keeps you progressing. Keeps you progressing. Again, you don't need to know how everything will play out. You just need to know the next move that'll keep you progressing. And the people who win in life don't have all the answers. They just start. They take that small, uncomfortable first step, then they learn as they go. If, like, for example, if you want to write a book, start with one paragraph. If you want to change your life, start with one habit. And if you want to launch something, start with one small action that moves it forward. See, stop waiting for perfect timing or total clarity. Just take the next visible step because once you move, the next step will always reveal itself. I'm going to say that again. Once you move, the next step will always reveal itself. And that leads me to my second point. Movement builds awareness. You see, you don't find clarity sitting still. You find it through experience. And when you start moving and you start learning, you see what works, what doesn't, what excites you and what drains you. And that's how clarity actually forms, from feedback, not fantasy. You'll never truly understand your strengths or your direction by just thinking about it. You have to put something into motion and observe what it teaches you. Movement gives you data. I want you to think like this. Movement gives you data. It reveals patterns and it builds confidence. Every step forward gives you a clear view of who you are and what you're capable of. But none of that happens if you stay frozen in planning mode. And that's what a lot of us do. We get stuck in planning mode and we never take the first step. So listen, when you feel stuck, stop trying to figure it all out. Ask yourself instead, what's one small move I can make right now that gets me out of my head and into action? Because clarity isn't discovered through more thinking or overthinking, it's developed through doing, through your actions. And that leads me to my third point. Action creates the answers you're looking for. Here's the final mindset shift of the day. Stop treating clarity like a destination you have to find before you start. Clarity grows as you keep showing up, as you keep moving forward. Every move you make, every mistake you correct, and every lesson you learn along the way, all of it adds definition to your path. So instead of asking, when will I feel ready? Ask, how can I create readiness through repetition? I'm going to say that again. Instead of asking, when will I feel ready? Because that's where we all get stuck. We get stuck in that question. We get stuck looking for that answer. Because the truth is, you will never fully be ready. If you always wait for the perfect time, it will never come. It will never be a perfect time to do anything. There was a quote. They said the perfect time to plant a tree was 25 years ago, but the next best time to plant the tree is now. So we got to get past all the regret of what you should have did or when will I be ready? Just move now. Move in intention and move purposefully now. It's not too late. And that's how successful people operate. They move, they learn, and they adjust. They don't just chase perfect conditions, because as I said, there are never perfect conditions. They create clarity by staying in motion long enough to understand what works. So you don't need certainty to begin. You just need the commitment. Let me say that again. You don't need certainty to begin. You just need commitment. Now, yeah, give me 1 second. Now, if this is really if this message is really blessing you and it's really hitting home and you're ready to move, but you need help turning that movement into true structure, I want you to check out my book, Graduating Half the Time: The Secrets of Self-Paced Learning. It's not just for students. Don't get messed up with the title. It is not just for students. It's for anyone trying to move forward with their goals. It'll teach you how to plan your path, how to stay consistent when motivation starts to drain, and how to build real progress even when things aren't clear yet. So grab your copy today on Amazon. I have it both in ebook and paperback version, whichever one floats your boat. And use it as a guide to turn motion into mastery. Now, we're closing. Here's my challenge for you this week. Stop chasing perfect clarity and start chasing movement. I'm going to say it again because repetition is the best teacher. Stop chasing perfect clarity. Stop. There will never be perfect conditions. There will never be perfect clarity. Stop chasing perfect clarity and start chasing movement, because clarity doesn't come from knowing, it comes from doing. And every small, consistent action you take is another step toward the version of you that's that's built by momentum and not hesitation, that's built by actions and not just being in that planning phase or just trying to figure out when I'm ready, when will I be ready. It happens through the actions that you do. And that being said, remember, success doesn't shout, it shows up. And I'll see you next week. Remember, apply what I'm telling you, don't just listen. Then you can truly expect true transformation. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.